Hello, everyone. Here's your weather hazard briefing for Tuesday, July 5th. We continue with some breezy conditions over the next several days and some off and on showers and thunderstorms. The most likely area for that is going to be across the Central Mountains and up along the Montana Divide over towards Island Park and Monida Pass. Chances farther south than that are pretty much slim to none at this point. We'll have to be monitoring that on a daily basis. A lot of these storms not producing much rainfall. The chance of winning rain is not all that great. However, for tomorrow in the Central Mountains, especially once you get to Chalice north into Limhi County, there is that threat of strong to severe thunderstorms with some high winds and some large hail. I think the high winds are going to be the highest risk of the two. Outside of those thunderstorms each day, we're going to have some gusty winds. With this air mass moving in, the humidity will continue to lower on a daily basis. Are we going to have to worry about critical fire weather conditions? We'll have to monitor that on a daily basis as we go, at least through the rest of this week. Satellite this morning, you can see that we do have a pretty good area of severe thunderstorms over Montana. Otherwise, we've got moisture streaming in across southwest into central Idaho, and there's been a few light showers showing up with this batch of moisture moving in. The main load that's been setting over towards Washington and Oregon is now lifting into southern British Columbia, but another low offshore is going to keep this pattern in place as we go through the rest of this week and at least to the first part of this weekend. Looking at where we had lightning yesterday, not much in our area. A few thunderstorms up towards DuBois, Spencer, Island Park. Also up across far western Limhi County over along the Salmon River. Otherwise, most of the lightning close by to us anyway was up into Montana yesterday. Looking at the weather risk outlook, again, not much going on, just a few showers and storms. Today, we're not expecting much in the way of any stronger storms across the area, but it will be breezy. The winds increase for tomorrow. We do have that better chance of showers and thunderstorms, especially up towards Stanley, Chalice, on up into Limhi County, breezy. We've increased the impact here on the risk outlook to minor just because of the potential of strong to severe thunderstorms. Also, you'll notice throughout the week, we've highlighted a little higher impact for the South Hills, and that's because that area has the driest fuels at this point, some gusty winds and lowering humidity. We might, and we stress might, be running into some occasional issues with critical fire weather conditions in those areas, at least for right now. Going into Thursday elsewhere, we still have a better chance of showers and storms over the Central Mountains and also that risk of strong to severe storms, especially from Chalice on to the north. Then we see it drying out somewhat in terms of, coverage of thunderstorms ending or weakening, decreasing, if whatever you want to call that, going through the rest of this week as we start to see the storm track slightly shifting to the north and a little bit of a drier air mass moving in to central and eastern Idaho during that time frame. So looking at how things are going to go for today with those showers and storms, very light showers over the Central Mountains, and you'll notice that will continue to lift off to the north and east while the main band is actually shifting north and west. As we go into later this morning, that band begins to move away, and then as we go into the afternoon, you'll start to see some thunderstorms picking up, especially from around Chalice up through Limhi County into portions of southern Montana. They have another day of severe weather possible over portions of southwest and central Montana. Like I said, nothing is expected for us at this point. That round of showers and storms comes to an end as we go into this evening. So we go into tomorrow morning, a few more showers, again, light showers possible over the Central Mountains. And as we go through the morning, that band does the same thing we're looking at this morning, shifting off to the north and west while the individual showers move north to the east. And then we go into tomorrow afternoon, you can see a little bit better coverage of those thunderstorms, looking a little stronger going into tomorrow afternoon over the Central Mountains, moving up into Montana. We're also probably going to have to worry about a few showers and storms over the eastern highlands, especially up along the Montana border. And that threat of severe weather tomorrow, again, from Chalice north through Limhi County and north and eastward into southwest and portions of western Montana as well. So back to the rest of the forecast. Highs today, plenty of 80s. We might get to near 90 over towards Burley, the Treasure Valley, maybe even down along the Utah border. If you're headed into the high country, it's going to be in the 60s and 70s this afternoon. Chalice and Salmon will be in the lower 80s for afternoon highs, mid-70s up around Island Park. Here are those wind gusts. Some of those gusts 25 to 30 miles per hour, 20 to 25, excuse me, especially over the Central Mountains, the Snake Plain, down in the southern and southeast highlands. That trend will continue through the evening hours. You can see the humidity starting to drop. Some areas, the humidity below 15%. There is the rainfall for today. Not much expected over the Central Mountains with that band. Just a few hundredths in the general forecast for today. For tomorrow, we warm it up quite a bit more temperatures into the lower 90s across the Snake Plain, Magic Valley, over into the Treasure Valley, where probably Glens Ferry and Mountain Home will be closer to the mid 90s. Some low 90s down along the Utah border. Stanley in the low 80s. More 70s in the mountains. Still a few spots in the 60s if you're headed to Bear Lake. Low to mid 80s down there for Wednesday afternoon. You can see those stronger wind gusts tomorrow, 25 to 35 miles an hour over the Arco Desert, the Central Mountains, also across portions of the southern and eastern highlands. And like I said, down in this area, that's where we potentially could see some pockets of critical fire weather conditions with wind and low humidity for tomorrow afternoon and evening. Those wind gusts, again, will be strongest in the afternoon and evening hours, and the humidity continues to drop as we get some warmer temperatures moving in to our area, especially over the lowest elevations. And those rainfall amounts on Wednesday, a few hundredths, but some places could see over a tenth of an inch. And when we talk about a tenth of an inch, that's what is considered a wetting rain from our fire partners. Anything over a tenth of an inch, notice there's a better potential over Limhi County, especially over and west of Highway 93. Some areas could see that potential over 40%. Going into Thursday, warming it up a degree or two across the board once again. Still hot and dry. When you look at humidity here in a second, you'll notice some wind gusts. Thursday, they're a little bit less, but still some gusts, 25 to 30 miles per hour across the area. That continues into Thursday evening, and those humidities starting to drop, especially over portions of the Snake Plain down into the South Hills, the Southeast Highlands. Not much of a fluctuation, maybe a little bit of a higher humidity increase going into Thursday across the Central Mountains. That's where we do have a little better chance of precipitation in the afternoon once again. Most areas seeing under a tenth, but you get up towards the Salmon Breaks on up into southwest Montana. Some areas could see over a tenth of an inch, and that's where we have wetting rain chances in some areas running about 10 to 20, maybe up to 30%, especially a little bit higher than that heading up towards the Lost Trail Pass. And for Friday, not much in the way of temperatures, maybe just a little bit warmer across the board. Still some gusty winds across the region. A little bit stronger later Friday into Friday evening, especially over the Arco Desert and surrounding higher terrain. The humidity is not really changing much. Going into Saturday, we do cool it off, though, as the pattern actually shifts more out of the west versus the southwest. Quite a bit of a breeze across the area, a lot more gusts of 30 to 35 miles per hour, but the humidity will be coming up in that particular case going into Saturday. So once again, this pattern of showers and thunderstorms on a daily basis continues at least until we get a change in the pattern on Saturday. Most areas won't see a lot of rain, very little rain as well, but any chances of showers and thunderstorms mainly across the Central Mountains and the Eastern Highlands. And once again for tomorrow and Thursday afternoon, strong to severe storms, especially from Challis northward through Limhi County into southern and western Montana. And we also have a daily chance of seeing some gusty winds, actually pretty likely across portions of central and eastern Idaho, with the humidity dropping across the area very slowly over the next few days. All right, hope everyone had a great Independence Day holiday weekend. Have a great day and stay safe out there, everyone.